Hi students, we're going to do 3 things today. We're going to review the design thinking process. We are going to build a prototype or a model of one of our inventions using any materials you have, and we are going to test our invention ideas by sharing them with each other on Seesaw. How can problems be solved? Problems can be solved in different ways. One of these ways is using the design thinking process or steps. Each part of the design thinking process has a different step to help us solve a problem, and we are going to learn about each step. The design thinking process is steps that people can use to solve problems in the real world. In the Problem Solvers Club, we are going to use it to help characters solve problems in the books we read. We empathized with the characters in the shortcut, and we thought that if we were them, we might feel scared or nervous or worried, or maybe even a bit excited to be out on the tracks taking the shortcut home. We also defined the problem. We thought about what the problem in the story is. The problem is that they are on the train tracks and it's getting dark, and they're worried that a train might run them off the tracks while they're taking the shortcut home. Yesterday, we ideated, which was to brainstorm inventions that could help the characters, such as goggles to help them see at night, or a jetpack to help them fly home, or maybe even something to help them hear the train horn. Today, your job is going to be to build a prototype or a model of one of your invention ideas. The last step of the design thinking process, which is the problem-solving process, is to test our invention ideas. We are going to share our prototypes or models, and we are going to give each other compliments, and we're going to think about and explain how we think each other's inventions will work to test them. Let's get to reading. This is a realistic fiction book. Realistic fiction is about stories that are not true but could happen in real life. The name of this text is The Shortcut, and the author and illustrator is Donald Cruz. He wrote the words and drew the pictures. We looked, we listened, we decided to take the shortcut home. We should have taken the road, but it was late and it was getting dark, so we started down the tracks. We knew when the passenger trains passed, but the freight trains didn't run on schedule. They might come at any time. We should have taken the road. The track ran along the mound. Its steep slopes were covered with briars. There was water at the bottom, surely full of snakes. We laughed, we shouted, we sang. We tussled, we threw stones. We passed the cutoff that led back to the road. I hear a train! Everybody stopped. Everybody listened. We all heard the train whistle. Should we run ahead to the path home or back to the cutoff? The train whistle was much louder. Back to the cutoff! Run! The train, get off the tracks. We jumped off the tracks onto the steep slope. We didn't think about the briars or the snakes. The train passed, we were all fine. We climbed back onto the tracks. We hurried to the cutoff and onto the road. We walked home without a word. We didn't tell Big Mama. We didn't tell Mama. We didn't tell anyone. We didn't talk about what happened for a very long time. Time for some fun. You're going to take one of your invention ideas that you came up with yesterday, and you are going to build a prototype or a model of it. You can use Play-Doh, cubes, wiki sticks, paper and pencil, anything you have to build your model of your invention. You're going to take a picture of it and upload it and explain it. Here's my prototype or model. I decided to invent a glow-in-the-dark map. I used paper and crayons and wiki sticks to build my model of my invention. This would help them because they would be able to read the map in the dark and follow the shortcut home more safely. The last step is to test our inventions. We are going to do this by posting our models or our prototypes on Seesaw. You are going to find one person. You are going to click on their invention of their prototype, and you are going to comment on it, and you are going to tell them how you think it would help the characters in the story. Yay, first graders, you solved a problem using the design thinking process. You went through all the steps to help the characters in the book, The Shortcut, solve their problem. I cannot wait to see your models or prototypes on Seesaw and hear your comments on each other's work. Get to work.